Hello and welcome to the Week 14 predictions video. Like I mentioned in my last video, this is going to be pretty much the entire week's worth of games. There's only 16 games this weekend. So I just decided to include them all. I got all the conference championships, all the games being made up that were canceled earlier in the season. Got them all on here, just ready to get this done. So I'm going to start off with Northern Illinois playing Buffalo. This is the MAC Conference Championship game. And I got to be honest, I got to go with Buffalo in this one. I feel like Buffalo's had a stronger season. Now, records don't always detail that. Now, in this case, Buffalo does have the better record. Northern Illinois has just been so up and down, really, that I'm going with Buffalo on the conference win here. Next is number 17 Utah at number 11 Washington for the Pac-12 championship. Most of you will remember these two teams played each other earlier in the season. Washington got the 21-3 or 21-7 victory over Utah. I don't think it's going to be that big a victory. I think it's going to be a lot closer, but I do have Washington winning the Pac-12. Next on the list is number 14 Texas at number 5 Oklahoma, the Big 12 championship game. It's a rematch of the Red River rivalry from earlier this season, which Texas won the regular season matchup. But I think Oklahoma is hotter right now than Texas is. I got Oklahoma winning this game, winning the Big 12 and giving themselves a chance at that number 4 spot. Next is Drake at number 23, Iowa State. I got Iowa State winning this one. Drake's not a Division I team, and Iowa State's having a good season. I got Iowa State. Next is Louisiana at Appalachian State. That's the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. I've got Appalachian State winning this one. Expect Louisiana to keep it close, but I got Appalachian State in the end. Next is East Carolina at NC State. I got NC State winning this one. East Carolina's been kind of rocky all season, and NC State has shown moments of brilliance. I think they show one of those this weekend, get the win. Next is Akron at South Carolina. I got South Carolina winning this one. Kind of feel bad for Akron after losing that game to Clemson last week. South Carolina's going to be looking for someone to take it out on. Next is Marshall at Virginia Tech. I got Virginia Tech winning this one. I think it's going to be close, though. Marshall's a good team. Virginia Tech's been very uneven. Depending on how they catch them, it could be a win for Marshall. That being said, I'm going with Virginia Tech. I just feel like they're going to win the game. Next is UAB versus Middle Tennessee. This is the Conference USA Conference Championship. I got Middle Tennessee winning this one. These two literally just played last week, and they're going to be rematching for the Conference Championship, and I don't see UAB turning it around that much in 1 week. That being said, I think it'll be a lot closer than the game last week was, but I got Middle Tennessee winning this one. Norfolk State at Liberty. I got Liberty winning this one and potentially getting bowl eligible in their first year at Division I. So that could be a good marking point for this school. Next is Stanford at Cal. This is the game that was canceled or postponed a couple weeks ago due to the fires in California and the air quality being too poor to actually play the game. I got Stanford winning the game on the road here. That being said, I think Cal will keep it close. It is at home for Cal, but I got Stanford in the end. Next is Memphis at number 8 UCF. This is the American Athletic Conference Championship game. And I'm picking Memphis. Earlier in the season, these two played. This is another rematch in conference championships. Memphis lost the game 31-30. The difference in this is that UCF does not have their starting quarterback. He is injured and out for this game. I think that gives a little edge to Memphis. It's going to be close, but I got Memphis, I think, winning that one. And next is number 1 Alabama at number 4 Georgia for the SEC championship game, the pre-playoff game. Basically, the winner of this is in the playoffs. There's almost no argument. If Alabama wins, they will be 13-0. You can't keep them out. If Georgia wins, they will be 12-1, with a win over Alabama being the only team to beat Alabama. So the winner of this is in. The question is the loser still in? I'm picking Alabama to win this game. They've been on such a roll. I think Georgia could do it. Georgia will keep it close, but this Alabama team, honestly, it's one of the most complete Alabama teams I've seen since Nick Saban has been there. They've got the defense on fire. They've got the offense on fire at the same time. It's almost the complete package, and it's a very frightening opponent to go up against. I got Alabama winning this one, locking their ticket to the playoffs for the 5th consecutive year. Next is number 25 Fresno State at number 22 Boise State. This is the Mountain West Conference Championship, and I'm picking Boise State to win this one. Boise State beat Fresno State earlier in the season, just a couple weeks ago. It's another rematch in the conference championship. I'm picking Boise State to win the conference, I believe, for their 2nd consecutive conference championship. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch, though. It should be a close game. Keep an eye on it. Next is number 2 Clemson at Pitt. It's the ACC Conference Championship game. I got Clemson winning this one, but Pitt is a good team, and if Clemson takes them for granted, they'll make them pay. So keep an eye on this game. It should be a fun one, but I got Clemson winning it. And last but not least, number 21 Northwestern at number 6 Ohio State. It's the Big Ten championship game with playoff implications. I have Ohio State winning this one. However, Northwestern's a good team, and Northwestern has a good defense. Everyone liked to tout Michigan's defense, but really what earned Michigan's defense their clout, so to speak, for shutting people down was the fact that they had shut down Notre Dame to only 24 points, even though they lost the game, when Notre Dame was putting up like 30 on everyone else. But if you look at the Notre Dame offense they shut down, they really didn't do much more than anyone else. So, I mean, they had a good defense, but I don't know about great. Northwestern has a proven defense. That being said, Ohio State is going to put up 30-something points on this defense, because Ohio State has one of the most prolific offenses in college football right now. I think Northwestern is going to keep it close, though. But I got Ohio State winning it, also putting themselves in a position where they could potentially make the playoffs, if all goes their way. So that's 16 games, and one interesting facet I was just noticing during the process of this video is that we have 5 conference championships that are rematches of regular season games. So we'll see how that turns out, if we got a lot of repeat victories or if we get some mix-ups here. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really loving this season. It's going really well for my team, but also for the college football world. I think having a team like UCF on a 24-game win streak really brings light to the other conferences and makes it more entertaining. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about UCF and their win streak? Is it one of the more impressive win streaks in college football? And I'll see you guys after the weekend for the Week 14 recap video.